welcome to JoJo's Corner. Today I'm so excited to bring you guys another book review. This is for a fiction book. It's called An Unholy Communion by Donna Fletcher Crow.
First light, ascension morning. From the top of the tower at the College of Transfiguration, voices rise in song. Felicity's delight turns to horror when a black-robed body hurtles over the precipice and lands at her feet. Her fiancé, Father Anthony, recognizes the corpse as Al Pendry, a former student, who has been serving as deliverance minister in a Welsh diocese. The police, ignoring the strange emblem of the double-headed snake clutched in the dead man's hand, label the death a suicide. But Al's widow is convinced otherwise and pleads for Felicity and Anthony to help her uncover the truth. Matters grow murkier as Felicity and Anthony, leading a youth pilgrimage through rural Wales, encounter the same sinister symbol as they travel. Lurking figures follow them. Then a body is found face down in a well.
Donna is the author of 40 books, and most of those books are novels dealing with British history. But she's probably most known for the award-winning Glastonbury, a novel of the Holy Grail. An Unholy Communion is book 3 in The Monastery Murders. When I got an opportunity to request this book for a review and blog tour, I was super excited because it seemed to contain all of the things that I love in books. It's a mystery, it's a British mystery, it's a Christian British mystery. So I was super excited when my copy arrived in the mail, and I couldn't wait to dig in. But as I started reading, I quickly noticed the very detailed descriptive narrative and also the historical flashbacks. And while these were uber rich and you could totally tell that the author absolutely knows exactly what she's talking about, in my personal opinion, instead of adding to the story, I felt these things almost distracted from the flow that I think is necessary in suspense and mystery and murder novels. And that suspense factor that keeps you guessing, keeps you reading, just seemed to sort of get bogged down in the midst of all this descriptive narrative and these historical flashbacks. At times, as I was reading, I felt a little lost and confused. And plus, it was kind of hard to relate to these characters and to feel like just the fact that their lives were in danger and to root for them. This book does contain, in the front of the book, there's a timeline. There's also a map that shows Scotland, England, and Wales, as well as a map of the Bishop's Palace, and a glossary. For me personally, I told my husband this is just kind of one of those books that you really have to, or for me personally, I have to sit in a quiet room and have no distractions and pay attention and really like read it. And to me, it's not what I would consider just a light read, or it's a little bit, you have to really think about what you're reading, if that makes sense. And some people love that. As a matter of fact, there is a blurb on the back of here that I'll share with you. It says, Donna Fletcher Crow gives us in 3 extremely persuasive dimensions the world that Dan Brown merely sketches. So if you are a fan of books that are either Dan Brown or books that are similar to that, books that are written in that vein and in that style, then I highly recommend that you check this one out because I think it'll be right up your alley. I think you'll really enjoy it. I give An Unholy Communion by Donna Fletcher Crow 2 out of 5 stars. Because I felt like maybe it was just more me than the book, I really wanted to give it a 3 out of 5, but being true to my scale and being true to my viewers, I had to go with a 2 out of 5. And you can check out my rating scale to see what all that means. This is the 3rd book in a series, and maybe that's why I just didn't feel the connection to the characters that I would have liked to have felt. It probably would have kept me just more engrossed in the story. But I do feel maybe sometime in the future I would revisit this series and perhaps start with book 1, and that may make a lot more sense. So, yeah. This has been my review of An Unholy Communion, Book 3 in The Monastery Murders by Donna Fletcher Crow. From JoJo's Corner, until next time, happy reading! Bye, everybody.